I guess it's that time of the year again as the spring is approaching, and of course the summer will follow. 3 curfews zones in the district will start again tonight. Police are banning large groups of teenagers from gathering in Navy Yard, Chinatown, and also around the Capital One Arena and the U Street corridor. The restrictions start tonight at 8 p.m. And they go through Saturday and Sunday as they bleed into the existing city curfew, which means that groups of 9 or more kids cannot be out from Friday night at 8 p.m. until Monday morning at 6. This comes after several teenagers were arrested during a massive, what's been described as a teen takeover in Navy Yard last weekend. Police say that the group actually grew to around 200 people. So, again, Shanika, we've seen these curfews before. Not everybody is in support of them, but most would say that, that they are effective. It doesn't mean that young people can't be out, but the goal, at least in these zones, is to try and, just to lower the chance of any kind of incident from taking place that, that could potentially put people and young people, including the teams themselves, in harm's way.
Yeah, and we've seen the numbers go down, so that is a positive there. All right, and talking about Prince George's County now, their leaders are cracking down on illegal street racing rallies and takeovers. Councilwoman Juanica Fisher said something must be done about this dangerous problem. Thursday's bill would mean jail time of up to 60 days and fines of up to $1,000 for anyone who shows up to attend these takeovers. And Major David Hansen from Prince George's County Police says this bill gives officers support they need to stop illegal street racing. Take a listen.
I think it's really dangerous. You never can know what happened. You have illegal street races, cars lose control. You're standing on the side, and that's someone's life.
Yeah, and the bill passed in committee today, and next week the council will vote on that.
Shanika, this is one of those stories where I'm sure the overwhelming majority of people agree that something needs to be done, except maybe those who are interested in street racing and those who actually participate, but it's a public safety issue.
Yeah, and it's a big thing in this area.
Yeah,
for sure. Not just Prince George's County. I mean, we've seen it several times in Montgomery County, those car meetups and things like that. It does get really tricky, dangerous, very risky there. So I'm glad that there is a bill in place to stop it.
Shingle, let's talk about a story in Fairfax County that is actually making national headlines. A deadly stabbing taking place at a bus stop involving a man with what police say has a long criminal history. We're hearing from Fairfax County Police Chief, and he says that the first time as the Department of Homeland Security and ICE criticized the county's Commonwealth's attorney and its handling of a stabbing suspect, Abdul Jallah's case. Jallah was arrested several times. Police say actually more than a dozen times, and some of those arrests were for violent offenses before he allegedly stabbed 41-year-old Stephanie Minter to death at a bus stop last month. He only served a short stints in jail, and prosecutors dropped many of those charges against him with the option to bring charges back at a later time. And emails obtained by the DC News Now show that police officers raised concerns that the suspect was escalating in his violent behavior. DC News Now asked Chief Davis if there's frustration between the local police department and the prosecutor's office. Take a listen.
I wonder if, in fact, our 2.5-year veteran police officer saved a quadruple murder from happening.
The Fairfax County's Commonwealth Attorney's Office said that it had trouble prosecuting him for some of the alleged offenses because many of the victims were unhoused individuals who weren't able to be tracked down and brought to court to testify.
All right, Mark, and DC Water held its first public meeting in Northern Virginia after the massive sewage spill that shut down more than 70 miles of shoreline along the Potomac River. Health officials said the river is now safe enough to boat and fish in, And after the break, the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality stepped up testing, but now they're going back to routine sampling in existing problem areas. Both DC Water and the United States Environmental Protection Agency, they're still taking water samples at many sites along the Potomac, and DC Water said the plan is to ask for a major disaster declaration. This would reimburse the $20 million DC Water spent on the repairs and cleanups and $30 million for the capital improvement program surrounding the Potomac Interceptor. Also in Maryland, a sewer main collapsing, causing a gas leak, a massive sinkhole. It shut down multiple streets. That was in Germantown. And WSSC says the section of that pipe was already on their radar. A representative for the company tells us that work had been done nearly nearby, and that was in 2024. But this spot was left out because of logistical challenges. And they say this is a common issue because of corrosive gases, and crews had been working all day to fix this 30-inch pipe. Officials stress that there's no sewage leak or impacts on the drinking water. You can check out our website at dcnewsnow.com to look at that sinkhole.
All right, Sinead, it's Friday. Always a good time to celebrate WMATA, or the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority. Getting ready to celebrate 50 years of service. WMATA will bring its customers along with an exclusive Metro ride on Friday, March 27th. There's going to also be a lot of unique and special giveaways. They're going to be considered to, people can actually join the special ride if you want to be considered. Send a direct message to Metro on X, formerly known as Twitter, and tell them that you want what the agency means to you. And there's a good chance that you may get picked to be on that special ride. The deadline to get considered, or to be considered for that special ride, is March 24th at noon.
All right, and Chuck Norris, a martial artist and actor known for his appearances in The Way of the Dragon and Walker, Texas Ranger, has died. His family has announced it with heavy hearts that our family shares the sudden passing of our beloved Chuck Norris yesterday morning. While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace. That's what his family released today. He was 86 years old.